Hello, 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 ladies, and welcome back to our 30 days of faith, confidence, and high income skills. Today we are on session number 7. So if you have been hanging out with us, please put in the comments something that has blessed you, something that has really made an impact on your life so far, because I believe that if we put some of this stuff into use, into our lives and put it to work, we will be changed. We will be transformed. And that is the goal of this 30 days. And so it just takes one day at a time to change our lives. But today's session is session number 7. And this is a very important conversation because it closes out our first week together. Okay. And I want to say that all week we have talked about identity, faith, character, fear, rejection, confidence, and stewardship. So if you have not been following along, if you haven't watched sessions 1 through 6, you need to go watch those conversations. They're just a 30-minute videos of us talking about real things that are important to shift your mindset. Next week, we're going to talk about cells. But this week, we're talking about things that have to do with the inside of us because we know that that's where everything begins. And so today, I want to talk to you about something deeper, though, which is what it means to become the woman that God can trust with more. Because so many people pray for increase, but few prepare for responsibility. So let's go ahead and look at Luke chapter 16, verse 10. And we're going to use the New Living Translation. Okay. And it says, if you are faithful with the little things, then you will be faithful in the larger ones. If you are faithful with the little things, you will be faithful with the larger ones. This verse reveals a powerful principle. Increase does not begin with opportunity. It begins with faithfulness. God often develops character before he expands capacity. Now, let's talk about why growth requires preparation. Sometimes we ask for bigger opportunities, more income, more influence, more success, more. But we don't realize that growth magnifies who we already are. Growth magnifies who we already are. So if discipline is weak, then the pressure increases it. If confidence is unstable, then visibility exposes it. If character is strong, then success will strengthen it. Now, expansion reveals what the foundation actually looks like. So the foundation of a thing is very important. The foundation of a person is very important. That's why growth requires preparation. See, the preparation is laying the bricks, building that character, building that discipline, doing the things that nobody sees you doing the things that nobody can see you doing when nobody's looking. And then when everybody finally sees you, they just see the results. They don't see the preparation that made you able to carry the weight of the destiny. See, the difference between wanting more and being ready for more is this. Wanting more is natural. Everybody wants more, but readiness is developed. I'm going to say that again. Wanting more is natural. Everybody wants more, but readiness is developed. Now, are you managing your time well now? I'm going to ask you, are you consistent when nobody is watching? Are you growing even when results are slow? Jim Rohn said, success is not to be pursued. It is to be attracted by the person you become. Becoming precedes receiving. Trust is built through consistency, showing up when it's inconvenient, doing the right things when it's unnoticed, and keeping commitments to even yourself. God often watches how we steward small responsibilities before releasing larger ones. Proverbs chapter 11, verse 3, NIV says, the integrity of the upright guides them. Integrity builds capacity. In business and sales, people don't just trust skill, they trust character. Clients trust consistency. Teams trust reliability. Opportunities follow responsibility. When your internal foundation is strong, external opportunities begin to appear. When your internal foundation is strong, external opportunities begin to appear. Now let's talk about shifting from entitlement to stewardship. Sometimes frustration comes when we believe we deserve more than what we've developed for in our preparation. But stewardship asks, how am I growing today? How am I serving today? Who am I becoming today? Growth becomes peaceful when focus shifts from outcomes to preparation. Now, today, what I want you to do is ask yourself one honest question. If the opportunity I'm praying for arrived tomorrow, would I be ready? Then choose one small improvement. For example, strengthening a habit, improving communication, deepening your discipline, growing spiritually. Preparation invites increase. Preparation invites increase. You are not waiting for your life to change. You are becoming the person prepared to carry what is coming. Faithfulness today builds capacity for tomorrow. And I believe that if you truly do the work and commit yourself to develop into the person that God has called for you to be, God will open up the floodgates of heaven and pour out a blessing that you cannot contain and a blessing that you cannot control. You see, you need the capacity to be built within you because God doesn't want you to be destroyed by the very blessing that He sent to bless you, to increase you, and to be the best thing that ever happened to you. So trust in the Lord with all of your heart. Lean not to your own understanding, but in all of your ways, acknowledge Him so that He can make your path straight. If you trust Him and you follow Him and you make a commitment to improve yourself, improve your mindset, improve your mental fortitude, your ability to hold your tongue, your ability to deal with things with emotional intelligence, etc., 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 I promise you, you will see God move in your life in ways that you never thought you would see. So If this session encouraged you, please subscribe, like, share with 2 people who you think that this specific video would be a blessing to. And join me tomorrow because we're going to be starting week 2, where we will be learning some practical sales skills that are rooted in faith and service. And listen up, if you're not in sales and sales is not your thing, I encourage you to stay on this journey with us. Sales and high ticket closing changed my life. And I don't know where you're at in life. I don't know what you're doing and what you're about. But I know that if it can do it for me, it can do it for you. And so I want you to take this journey with me. It's a free journey. All you have to do is tune in at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time every day for 30 minutes for the next 30 days. And just follow along. Try out some of the things that I'm saying and see your life change. So if you feel called to develop a high performance skill set and you need a mentor and you need somebody to come alongside of you, for those of you who know you want to be in this field, reach out to me because that is exactly why we developed High Performance Sales Academy. So remember, we say Godspeed because God is at the center of everything we do. Godspeed. I'll see you guys on the other side. Bye.